everybody. This is Rebecca Jane from yogawithrebeccajane.com. Welcome to this 30-minute practice. So we're on the third day of shaping our practice. So back to the potter's wheel. We've now softened the clay, warmed the clay with our hands. And then we were able to, then the next one was building the foundation. And now we're going to be today using gentle pressure. So imagine now you have the foundation that it's all ready to go. Now you can begin to take the clay and using your gentle pressure to begin to shape it, start the process. The same goes for the body when we're getting ready to do our practice. We pretty much always start on day one. We begin at the very beginning of practice, no matter even if you're doing it daily, you start with the warming up, the softening of the body through using your breath. We're building a foundation. We're getting comfortable on our feet, on our seat. We're aligning our bodies so that we feel tall and we can hold ourselves up. And then we start to move into this. Then after we've done that, we can kind of get into the shape of our bodies. We could start to refine it a little bit. That we're going to be doing more refining in day 4, but day 3 is about the gentle pressure, pushing ourselves a little bit in our poses. This is a yin practice, but which means that we hold our poses for at least 5 breaths each. So when I say 5 breaths, it's an inhale to 5 counts, exhale to 5 counts. Inhale to 5 counts, exhale to 5 counts. If you can't do 5 counts, then you just cut it down. It's just breathe a little bit, make everything a little shorter. But once you start breathing after a while, you realize it's not so difficult. But we're going to start with warming up the body by doing a few sun salutations, half, and then just warming it up just like we do with that piece of clay, this big chunk of clay. I can't even speak. This chunk of clay, we're going to warm it up, and that's what we're starting with. So we're going to actually stand at the tops of our mats. So coming to the top of your mat, I'm going to sit for just a second, and stand in your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Bring your hand in front of your heart. So the meaning behind the focus today is on the strength and steady effort in our yin poses. When we think of steady effort, it's not necessarily the vinyasa where we're moving fast. It's holding poses, it's holding stretches. So the meaning is clay takes form with light and consistent pressure. The consistency is the key, which is something that we're working on in our classes. And our intention is, I grow with patience. But I'm also going to change that to, I am patient. I think that works better for me. I am patient. That's our intention for our class. It means we're already there. Even if we can refute it, you can, no, I'm not patient. No, I am patient. That means I'm already there, and eventually you will become patient. So as we're standing at the tops of our mats, start to deepen the breath, feeling the heart. So lots of heart openers today, working in camels, lunges, which prepare us for our back bends, a bridge, and let's breathe in. Feeling the foundation. So we're warming up the body, we're softening the clay with the breath, with the warmth of our fingers. And we're connecting with the foundation of our feet, of our legs, feeling that. And as we lengthen up through the spine, we feel this steadiness. Breathing in, breathing out. And then from here, we're going to do a few half sun salutations. Inhale, sweep arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down. Inhale, fingertips on shins, lift up halfway. Feel the flattening of the back, the drawing up through the tummy, and then exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, sweep arms up to the sky. So we are really a piece of clay. We're constantly working, exhale, hands to heart. Working on reshaping our bodies. Depending on what stage in life we are, inhale, sweep arms up to the sky. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling halfway. So I want you to bring your mind's eye to the shape of the front of your chest, but the front of your body. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep arms up. Bring your hands together above the heart, above their head. Slide the hands to your heart. We're going to add on to this. Inhale, arms sweep up to the sky. Deep breath in and exhale, fold forward. So think of your body as a piece of clay right now. You're just manipulating it, getting it warmed up. Inhale, halfway. This time, exhale, step right foot back. High lunge. Inhale, sweep arms up to the sky. Just start to warm up the legs, open up the chest. And exhale, lower hands to the ground. Step right foot forward. Inhaling, halfway. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, sweep arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway. Exhale, step left foot back. High lunge. Inhale, arms reach up, opening up the heart. Just a gentle heart opener. Exhale, lower hands to the ground. Step left foot forward. Inhaling, halfway. Exhaling, forward fold. So I am patient. Inhale, sweep arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. One more set of those lunges. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway. So you're starting to warm up the body. Exhale, step right foot back. Inhale, sweep arms up to the sky. Exhale, lower hands to the ground. Step right foot forward. Inhaling, halfway. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, sweep arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. One more lunge. Inhale, sweep arms up to the sky. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway. Exhale, step left foot back. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, lower hands to the ground. This time, step back, down dog. And just taking a moment here, getting yourself settled. We're going to start to move into longer poses. That's in, not yet, almost. Inhale into plank. Take a little plank, and we're not doing, don't worry, we're not doing a long plank right now. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. We're not holding a plank. Inhaling into cobra. Or sphinx, where you come onto your forearms. So this, for the very first heart opener, that might be the one that works best for you. Or bend the elbows, squeeze the elbows in towards each other, cobra, and then press back onto your knees and press into a child's pose. Curl the toes under, keep the arms nice and strong and long, breathing in, and then come to all fours. We'll do a few cats and cows, continuing to warm up the muscles. Bring flexibility to the joints. Inhale, exhale. Let's come back to neutral. Curling toes under, down dog. So you might need something to pad your knees because we'll be holding our lunges for a little bit. Reach right leg up, step right foot forward. Feel free to either take your mat and turn it under the left side, lower your left knee down, or a blanket. And you're going to bring your hands on top of your right thigh and gently push your knee forward. Make sure the knee is not over the ankle, or is directly over the ankle, not beyond the ankle. Now from here, open up the chest, push into that thigh, soften the shoulders down, lift your chest forward. Now you have an option of lifting the chin up, or if that's just doesn't feel good on your chin, bring the chin lower. Bring it towards your chest as you double your chin. Now you can keep your hands on your thighs, or you can bring your hands on your hips, take your thumbs, lengthen through that tailbone, squeeze the elbows towards each other, lift your heart. That's another option. Breathing in. Breathing out, pausing and breathing. So pausing and breathing means inhale, and then pause for a second, and then exhale. Inhale. If you ever need a break from, it's just too intense, these yin holds, then come into a child's pose. Perfectly fine. But just continuously breathing, breathing, breathing. So I can feel this thigh working. And then gently lower the hands to the ground. Step right foot, right knee back, curl toes under, exhale, down dog. Just take a few breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Then this time, step left foot to left thumb, lower right knee down. Coming up nice and tall, placing both hands on your left thigh, and then lean forward, left knee over the ankle. So as you press into your left knee, soften the shoulders down, lift your heart forward. So this is a back bend. And you're pulling up through as if there's a string and you're being pulled up from the navel. Chin can lift or chin resting towards your chest. So I'm going to do that version. Breathing in. And then if you want to take it a little further, you can bring your hands on your hips, just like we do in camel. You'll see later when we do our camel. Take your thumbs, lengthen through that tailbone, squeeze the elbows, lift your heart. Use your breath here to ride the waves. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Opening up the space to breathe, the lungs, giving space for the heart, and then lowering the hands down. Step left foot back into down dog. Oh, breathing in. You can move your blanket away for now. We'll revisit it. And then take a little saunter to the front of the mat, coming into a forward bend. So we're stretching out the back of our legs here. Make sure that there's a softness to those knees. You can rub them, give them a little massage, just like you would a piece of clay. Take hold of your big toes. So peace sign the big toes. If that for some reason you can't do that, you can take your blocks. Use that. Or hands on the ankles. So as you straighten the legs, draw your chest toward your thighs. Back tender people, keep the knees bent. And then as you come up halfway, Straighten the arms. Press the big toes into the fingers. And then bend the elbows out to the sides as you draw your forehead to your shins. And then inhale, lift up nice. Stretch those arms, straighten those arms, lift the heart forward. And then come all the way down. Release the hands from the big toes. Bring your hands behind you on your back. Interlace, bend the elbows. Now, some of us will need to keep the hands on our lower back. It's just how it works. You don't have this opening in the shoulders. So just roll the shoulders in towards each other. Otherwise, if you can lift the hands off your back and bring the arms forward, roll the shoulders in. And we're going to be here for a few breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feeling that gentle pressure on your back. One more time, inhale. And then exhale, release the hands to your back. Let the arms just float to the ground. Bend the knees, tummies on your thighs. Take an inhale and exhale. Roll yourself up. Ragdoll roll. All the way up to standing. Once you've lifted, just roll the shoulders back. Just take a pause here. Bring your hands to your heart. Take an inhale. So we just opened up the front of our shoulders. Also our hamstrings. And then from here, open the eyes, drop your arms next to your sides. We're going to step our left foot back and open the legs to the long end of the mat. If this long end of the mat means you're not facing me, just do it the other way. We're going to stay on this long end of the mat. You're going to turn your right toes forward. You were in a trikonasana, so triangle pose. So both legs are straight. Left hand on your left hip. Now make sure that front knee is soft. Slide your hands about to your shin. Now some of us might have to adjust. You might need a block, or you might bring the hand up to your thigh. Left arm reaches. The key here is that your chest is facing out. If it's facing down, and your fingers are on the ground, no. Pick it up and slide it until that chest opens out to the left. You want to feel like you're sliding through two panes of glass. So you're as narrow as you can be. Left arm reaches up, spin the palm outward, forward. So it's not towards the front of the mat, it's outward. Take a breath in. I want you to press into the ground. Lift up through that left arm. Open up the left side of that chest. Take your right hip a little further forward. That means out to the long end of the mat. Left hip slightly back. You can look up or you can look down, depending on how your neck feels. Breathing in. Breathing out. Yin practice, holding poses. One more time, inhale. But stay here, just spin the left palm forward now towards that right foot and sweep it over the left ear. And breathe in. 2 breaths here and breathe out. This is quite intense. I feel my legs shaking. So if you do, holding poses is not easy. Bring your left hand back to your hip. Come all the way up. Turn your toes so they're at the long end of your mats. Bring your hands on your hips forward. Turn the toes a little. Parallel those toes. Turn them slightly in. Come into a forward bend. Just a gentle counter stretch. Breathing in. And breathing out. I am patient. Patience is such an important thing. Bend the knees, bring your hands back to your hips, lift yourself up. Now we turn the left toes forward, so we have another side. Take your right hand on the right hip, come all the way down. Turn your chest to the right. Keep sliding your hand until, other than, not the knee itself, because we don't want to push on our knee, either the thigh or the shin or a block. Open the chest. So I'm pretty flexible, but I still can't comfortably touch my hand to the ground without my chest folding downward, collapsing down. Right arm reaches, spin the palm out. Now from here, make micro adjustments. Left hip out, right hip back. Pressing into the legs, into those feet, lifting up through the kneecaps. Reaching the right arm up, gazing down or gazing up. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lots of core work here, lots of strength involved in this one. One more time before we, now spin the palm forward towards the left foot and then reach over to the left. 2 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Make sure that left knee doesn't lock. Try to lock. And then gently bring your right hand to your right hip. Come all the way up, turn your toes, and step to the front of the mat. Just shake your legs. And then reach arms up to the sky. Let's exhale, forward fold. Let's inhale halfway. Just moving the body a little bit. Step back, down dog. Come onto your knees. Let's do a few cats and cows, something that I think your body would very much enjoy. After that, inhale, arch. Exhale, round. So yin, we're holding poses. We're putting gentle pressure into our body's shape. If we go too fast, and we're always doing vinyasas, our sculpture or our bodies don't have an opportunity to really get into the deep, into our deep areas of our body, such as the fascia, and the muscles need a little to hold longer. Let's sit on our heels. We need to hold the stretches longer so we can actually get into the deeper parts of our bodies. And also it helps us with our bones, strengthening our bones. As we sit on our heels, just take a moment here, breathing in, breathing out. Let the eyes gently open, and you can take something for underneath your knees, a blanket, or your mat, fold it several times, because we're coming into camel. So let's come up, knees are hip distance. You're going to place your hands on your hips. You could curl the toes under, if that feels okay for your knees. We're going to do 2 sets. First set with our hands on our hips. We're not touching our heels for the first one. Take your thumbs and tuck the tailbone under a little bit. So lengthen the tailbone, squeeze the elbows, lift your chest. And then lean back. So as you lean back, push the hips forward a little bit more. Lift the chest up to the ceiling. And breathe. So now your chin, 2 options. If it's comfortable, lift the chin up. If it's not comfortable, bring the chin down. Breathing deeply, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And we're not doing the full 5 because we're doing 2 sets of these. Come all the way down, sitting on the heels. Taking a pause here. Inhaling. Exhaling. Coming back up. Curling the toes under, hands on hips. So we start with preparing. So taking your thumbs, tucking the tailbone slightly under. Squeezing the elbows towards each other, shoulder blades, so you want to pop your chest forward. Leaning back. As you do so, hips push forward. Chest lifts up, and you could take your hands maybe on the heels. If not, don't try it. Keep the hands on your back. Press the hips forward, lift the chest. Chin either towards the chest or up. Breathing in. Breathing out. Feel the stretching of all the dense muscles, connective tissue, stretching throughout the front of the body. And then gently come all the way, sit down again. And let's come onto our backs. But when we come onto our backs, I want you to just lay on your back with your feet as wide as the width of the mat and knock your knees together. So we don't want to go directly into any kind of counter stretch after such an intensive back bend. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Let's walk our feet so they're now hip distance. Let the arms rest next to your sides and just walk your heels till you tap your middle finger. Just tap the tip of your middle finger. Then let the arms open out to the sides just a little bit, not too far from the body. And take an inhale, arch the back, and exhale, press the lower back. We're going to come into bridge. Work your way up the spine. So articulate that spine. Keep feeling as you lift, 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 lift. And then take your shoulders, roll them in towards each other. You can hold on to the edges of the mat or bring the hands underneath your back, interlaced. If you can't interlace comfortably, if this is too much for your shoulders, grab edges of your mat. Chin is slightly pulled back away from the chest. So you don't want the chin tucked completely. You're going to have trouble breathing. And then lift your hips up, just like we did in the camel. So we lift our hips and our chest. You'll feel the chest rise and spread. Your feet are flat on the ground. Your knees are squeezing into an imaginary block. And you're breathing in. This is our piece of clay we're working with. If you struggle with back bends, which I do, this is a tough piece of clay to work with. I need to breathe a little bit more. I have to be more patient. I can definitely do forward bends much easier. That's an easier sculpture to create. But when I'm designing a back bend sculpture, not so easy. It's an advance for me. And then gently unroll those shoulders, release the hands out to the sides, and gently lower yourself down, working your way down the spine. Take your right foot to the right corner of the mat, left to the left. We're not doing any kind of twists. We're just letting our spine return to its natural alignment on its own without doing anything more. If at some point you want to do, you would desire spinal twist, do it in a little bit after you do your Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let your body melt into the mat, bone by bone, skin by skin, muscle by muscle. You could feel the Release of the lower back. Soften the face. Two minutes or so in Shavasana, maybe longer. And like I said, you could do the spinal twist once you're done with the Shavasana, opposite of what we normally do. But you stay where you are for another few moments as I come up to seal our practice. Just resting. Oh, it feels so nice after a back bend practice. There's this good feeling that comes from that because you've stimulated your nervous system. You've woken it up, so you have more energy. But you also feel this great sense of empowerment when you've done heart openers. You feel, because your posture is, for at least for a few hours or maybe even a few minutes, who knows, you're more aligned, you're opened to possibilities, your potential for the day, whatever you're facing ahead of you. So think about sitting at that potter's wheel, how the consistency is the key. It's the patience that we need to be able to get the clay into the perfect texture, to manipulate the clay until it's just right. You need the foundation. And then the gentle pressure from your hands to start to create, to shape. And as I bring my hands in front of my heart to seal this practice, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day. Namaste.